If you want to have a really healthy and improved body, then you need to develop 3 main habits. Get some rest, eat a healthy diet, and get some exercise. How is this possible, you may ask? Well, the answer can be complex. However, I will try to explain why each category is very important and why it helps. Welcome to my channel, and if this is the first time you're seeing me, then hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell for more analytical videos like this one. So now, sit back and relax, or I guess,
Get off me! Get off me!
as I will be attempting to discuss what makes your body healthy and fit. The first category is rest. Now, rest is one of the 3 key components for the human body. It allows your body to repair physical damage, wounds, or scratches. It promotes muscle growth, causes a decline in abnormal amounts of cortisol in the brain, which in turn lowers stress levels, and allows for the brain to develop and become more functionable. However, with rest comes sleep, and you rest while you sleep, if it isn't already obvious. In order to gain a healthy amount of sleep, the amount of hours vary per person, but it's usually somewhere around 8 to 10 hours of rest. Also, it's important to have a consistent sleep schedule, even on the weekends. The reason being is because it can disrupt your circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is the psychological habit of how your brain knows when it's time to wake up and when it's time to sleep. Being able to wake up when you want to is definitely an important skill to learn, and having a consistent circadian rhythm is important for doing so. The second aspect of a healthy well-being is your diet. There are a plethora of things your body needs in order to maintain a great figure. Protein, a major nutrient that is vital for the construction, reconstruction, and reparation of damaged tissues, cells, and organs. Protein also is capable of reducing the risk for diabetes and other cardiovascular diseases. Some foods that you can add to your diet that contain protein include fish, poultry, dairy, beans, nuts, seeds, tofu, and soy products. Now, there is a misconception behind fats making you overweight. The truth is that there are a variety of fats like saturated, monounsaturated, polyunsaturated, and trans. There's even an important fat found in many fish-based products called omega-3, which helps to reduce the risk of obtaining cardiovascular diseases, improve eye health, lower the chances of feeling depressed or anxious, and even promotes brain health during pregnancy. Why is that even a thing? Another significant health factor is fiber, which is a little more easier to explain. It basically improves skin health and reduces strokes, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. There are many foods that contain fiber, mostly plant-based foods, such as many of the fruits, vegetables, and grain products that you can find at your local supermarket. This also includes, beans, nuts, and seeds that I talked about earlier. Next up is calcium. Remember what your mom used to say when you were like a little kid? About how milk was supposed to be good for your bones? Well, that's partially true. Calcium has a few other important roles in the human body as well, including nervous system responses, fixes thrombosis, which is basically blood clotting, improves muscle contraction, and helps regulate the heart's rhythm. If we were to be deficient in calcium, then it can lead to conditions like osteoporosis, depression, difficulty sleeping, and irritability. If you don't want these problems later on in life, then you should probably find some good sources of calcium. There are some obvious ones like milk, cheese, or basically any other dairy product. However, there are also some unsuspecting sources of calcium like sardines, tofu, kale, bok choy, salmon, and turnips. Finally, the last vital, essential, and quite controversial nutrient for the human body, which is the carbohydrate, or carbs for any normies out there. There have been many rumors about carbs being bad for you, but it's far from the truth. They're actually good and bad carbs. The good and healthy type of carbohydrates needed in one's diet can be found in unrefined whole grains, non-starchy vegetables, legumes, which are basically plants within the pea family like baked beans, black peas, etc., nuts, and fruit. These types of carbs are able to prevent cardiovascular diseases like type 2 diabetes, increase your energy levels, and even help those who need to lose weight. I should probably use some of those. But the bad carbohydrates are the ones that do the opposite. These carbs can be found in exemplary food like white rice, white bread, pasta-based dishes, sugary breakfasts, cornflakes, instant oatmeal, corn, white potatoes, and corn/potato chips. There's actually a lot of these out there. Attempt to avoid these types of food as best as you can, and try cooking for yourself daily, since cooking homemade delicacies requires the usage of fresh ingredients, which in turn would allow you to have a healthier diet. As long as you avoid these ingredients that contain negative carbohydrates. Now, the third and last factor into your physical well-being is exercising. This one is pretty thorough and straightforward. When people think of exercising, they think of weightlifting or running laps around your local gym while working yourself to the bone. However, that is just a partial truth. The reality is that you have to work out different parts of your body. This includes your neck, chest, legs, arms, abs, quads, calves, and more. Not just that, but there are 4 main and distinct categories of exercise for different aspects of your body. The first is aerobic exercises, which includes walking, jogging, sports, dancing, and other physical daily tasks you do. In layman's terms, any activity that motivates your body to get up and get active. The primary focus of aerobic exercises is to improve your endurance and stamina. This occurs because aerobic exercises promote functional lungs and healthy circulatory systems. It also aids in preventing cardiovascular diseases. The second is strength exercises, which includes lifting free weights, using resistance apparatuses, and using resistant bands at your local gym. These are the typical routines when you think of exercising, and these types of exercises promote bone and muscle health, along with a reduction in accidental trips or falls, and allows for easier access to other physical activities you couldn't do before. This is definitely beneficial for people who become old, as their bones and muscles become weaker and weaker as they age, unless they've been exercising their bones and muscles. The third is flexibility. It isn't really necessary for establishing a physically fit body, but it is certainly useful. You can usually improve your flexibility by doing various stretches or by performing various yoga poses. When you're able to improve your muscles, this allows for a myriad of new motions and a wider range of movement space for your body. Lastly is balance exercises. Again, it's not really necessary, but it really does help to save your life every once in a while. It's really simple to perform these exercises actually. You can do things like heel-to-toe walking, standing on one singular foot, and performing Tai Chi. With balance, it's actually really easy to explain. It basically helps preventing accidents like tripping and falling, and it's actually very useful for people in their old age, as you know, they can become clumsy at times. Alright. The thing I've been trying to convey to you guys is that it's very important to maintain your physical well-being. Since your physical body gets really weak, like any day you're inactive, every time you make an unhealthy decision, or every moment you tell yourself, just one more episode, on that couch you always lay on the weekends. Which is why your physical well-being is of the utmost importance. It's always important to take care of yourself, even doing simple tasks like showering or brushing your teeth. Come on, admit it. There have been days where you haven't taken a shower, brushed your teeth, or God forbid me, forgetting to wash my hands every time I use the restroom. Oh my god, I've been staying up late doing this. So please, try to take care of yourself. Sure, it's important to look after others before yourself, but who will take care of you when it's your time in need? So, just do it. Thanks for listening for my inane babblings. I probably sound like your parents nagging at you. But anyways, make healthy decisions and have a wonderful day.